We are working with a series of researchers across the world and representatives from the WHO on getting them information quickly on where the outbreak could be spreading. And the vehicle we use for that is we launched a survey via Facebook where people report their early symptoms and their social distancing behavior. So these two pieces of information can help to model where could be the next hotspot, how is transmission progressing, and things of that nature. The core focus is reports of early symptoms, social distancing behavior in particular, sort of in the last 24 hours, which helps with sort of real-time modeling and nowcasting. And then there are a couple of questions on sort of mental health and financial well-being and food insecurity that we have there as well. The WHO is particularly interested in those in combination with the symptom survey.
So the survey, it is currently available for people to fill out.
That's right. That's right. It has been in the field now for about 5 days. We have hundreds of thousands of responses already. That goes pretty quickly if you do this globally. And we are now in the process of working with the various research teams so that they can get the data. A big challenge, of course, is to, every survey might suffer from people not wanting to respond, so you get prompted and, people decide to not participate. And the challenge is to make sure that you can statistically reweight the data so that they represent the population. In this case, all Facebook users, but that's a large chunk of the population to begin with. And so we are helping with that statistical process as well, so that the data are of best quality for anyone who wants to use them.
And you're creating heat maps of these symptoms from that, correct?
That is one way to share the information, correct.
What are some of the other ways that you are showing people the results of the survey?
So researchers we collaborate with, they do models. They try to predict in which areas what happens. The heat maps often just show the daily data or moving averages across the days. But for the US, for example, a similar survey has been in the field for about 3 weeks. And Carnegie Mellon University, together with the CDC, they're working intensely on having models that help CDC and others with the planning.
Why is this survey important right now, especially, to be able to look at certain areas that might be more affected than others?
So one big challenge is to make sure, the medical equipment is where it needs to be in time, right? And if you can sort of foresee where is the next outbreak hotspot in the country, then that can help. These data can also be very helpful in deciding on when to reopen certain areas. If you see that the infection rate goes down or the report of early symptom goes down, and you see that people do observe the social distancing behavior, then that can be a helpful additional piece of information to decide that you can release the lockdown at least somewhat.
And some people, they might be kind of, worried about taking a survey, especially on Facebook, but what do you have to tell those people?
Yeah, so this is the reason why Facebook partnered with the University of Maryland and Carnegie Mellon University to take the data in. We make sure that there is the results from the survey don't flow back to Facebook. So the Facebook data doesn't meet the survey data, if you will. The invitation is through the Facebook newsfeed so that people see it. It's a recruitment vehicle, but at the University of Maryland, we take the data in, and with any researcher who's using the data, we have data use agreements that affect those data. The only piece of information we do get from Facebook is sort of a statistical adjustment number that helps us with the population representation, but that does not allow any inference, any knowledge about what people post on Facebook or their profile.